So I want to talk to you boys in this one about the biggest dating mistake that I made in my 20s, and hopefully you can learn through my mistakes and avoid these dating vicissitudes. So if you don't know who I am, then my name's Kristian and I travel the world coaching high-achieving, busy city workers, how they can bring beautiful women into their lives without a single swipe on a screen. Little dog there. And yeah, I'm in Bangkok at the moment. I'm doing a live stream every single day because, I don't know, it just helps to keep me accountable. I've just got this burning desire within me to just create. Like that's what this is about. It's like just having this burning desire within me to create. Just like turning up to the camera every single day and just hitting you boys with healthy doses of optimism so you can get more girls, you can become the most fuckable version of yourself, and ultimately you can live a life free from bullshit. Like that's the whole mantra of what I do. It's freedom from bullshit. It's having this freedom from bullshit mentality where you're not constrained by the shackles of society. You're not dancing to the music of the masses. You get the things that you want rather than settling for the things you think you can get. And that's really the footnote of this live stream. Is I think for me the biggest dating mistake I made in my early 20s was becoming hyper obsessed with one girl. Like I would do this so often. I would meet a girl and then she would show an ounce of interest in me. And then I decided that, oh, I'm in love with this girl now. I love her so much. She's my everything. And I would lose myself in relationships. I would do this time and time again. Like, dude, the amount of relationships that I fell into because I was in this perpetual scarcity mindset where I didn't feel as though I could actually cultivate any new options for myself. It's very much like if you're running a business and you've only got one person who's paying you and he's paying you shit money, but you accept it because that's what you think you deserve. And that's what I found to be true in my life so far. It's we accept the love that we think we deserve, and we don't necessarily get what we deserve. We get what we think we deserve. We don't achieve dreams, we achieve standards. And I know from my experience that, oh shit. Oh dude, I just, it's a good job that this isn't a live stream. I just like tripped over a step. That was a sign from God being like, right, you fucker, let's see if you're serious about continuing this live stream. So anyway, I very much had my standards low when I was first starting navigating the dating marketplace. I was settling for low quality girls because I felt as though that's what I deserved. Even though I was able to attract some beautiful girls early on, oftentimes I would lose myself in relationships. I'd become super needy. I'd stop working on myself. I would start obsessing over one woman, and I would do this with all the girls I entered relationships with. I would almost start to future project a future. Like I would think, oh, she must be the one. Maybe we're going to get married. Maybe we're going to start a family. Maybe we're going to have children. And the problem was I didn't know how to accumulate more options for myself, right? I was very much hoping to get lucky. Yeah, I'd very much hoping that, oh, some girl will magically fall into my lap. And as soon as I found one girl who wanted me, I would stick to her like sellotape, because for the majority of my life, I just wanted to feel wanted, right? I just wanted to desperately receive love from the feminine. It was a case of, it wasn't a case of I wanted her, it was a case of I just wanted someone, right? I just needed somebody to poeticize my presence and make me feel important, make me feel loved, make me feel worthy. And I think this is why I felt super needy in relationships, because I was always scared of losing, right? I wasn't in that place that I'm at now. Like right now, I'm in a unofficial relationship with a girl here in Bangkok, and it's the best relationship that I've ever been in my entire life. Like the dynamic between the two of us is just insane. Like I'm able to bring my full masculine self to the relationship. I'm able to be assertive, take the lead, make decisions. I'm 6 years older than her, so it's just this nice dynamic. But in the past, I just I was always scared of leading. I was always scared of being assertive and being dominant, because I was always scared of making the wrong decision. I was always scared of pissing that girl off. Like, you probably heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life. And I think this is why most men lead dating lives of quiet desperation. Their woman doesn't respect them because they don't respect themselves. They don't have any boundaries. They're always scared of rocking the boat or saying the wrong thing or pissing her off in case, oh no, what if I make the wrong decision? What if I say the wrong thing? What if she leaves me? And this is the position that so many of the guys who I work with find themselves in. They fell into a long-term relationship. They're in that relationship for about 10 years. Maybe they've got a couple of children, and then that relationship turns to dust, and they don't know how to navigate this whole new dating marketplace. That's the issue, right? Like, that's the thing. That this process, like learning cold approach, going hard with cold approach for the past 4 years, changing my dating life and helping other people change their dating life, that's the thing that it's really equipped me with. It's having that abundance mindset, right? Abundance, it's not always having, it's knowing that we can have. And now, even though I'm in an incredible relationship with an incredible girl, I mean, look, I'm leaving Bangkok in a week, yeah? So I'm gonna most likely be returning here in August. And in an ideal world, I would like to rekindle this relationship, right? I would like to, the girl that I'm dating here at the moment, I would like to come back here in August and then we rekindle everything. But if for whatever reason that doesn't happen, if I never see her in my life again when I leave Bangkok, I am at peace with that. Like, yes, it will suck, right? I've not become this cyborg psychopath where I don't have any feelings anymore. Like, yeah, it will suck. I'm not going in the mantra of like, oh, it'll be her loss, all this like stupid hyper-masculine red pill dogma, like, oh, I'm the prize, it's her loss. It's like, no, it'd be my loss as well because I really like her. But the difference between me now and who I used to be is I'm at peace with the worst case scenario. I'm at peace at any moment for this relationship to turn to dust. I'm at peace that if things end, then I'll be okay, right? No matter what, I'll be able to handle it. But this is the first time in my life where I've actually had this mindset where I can be having an amazing relationship with a girl. The relationship's great, the sex is incredible, we do amazing things together. The dynamic is just perfect, where she's bringing so much value to my life outside of just sex, right? She looks after me, she cares for me, she's nurturing. I had this weird cramp on my leg. She went to the doctors. She got me plasters, she got me tablets. She like fucking cleans the house. She just does great things. She like, when we go out together, she takes pictures of me, which like I can then use for thumbnails, for videos. It's like, she's got my back. Do you know what I mean? Like, she can bring her full, nourishing, nurturing feminine energy. And dude, I would never have been able to cultivate a relationship like this if it hadn't have been for this process of cold approach. It's not just going out there and approaching girls. It's who you become through this process. I become more of a risk taker. I become a more dominant, assertive, better leader in general, right? The way that I show up now, the way that I show up to life, the way that I talk to my clients, the way that I engage with the world, my family, it's like, it's just different now. And the mistake that I made in my early 20s, I think it was not prioritizing myself, not putting myself on a pedestal, not living for an audience of one, thinking that I needed somebody else to make me feel complete. But now it's like, and I think it's important as well. Like, if you are in your early 20s right now, I do think that you just need to fuck up a lot of times. Do you know what I mean? It's like, the only reason I'm able to experience light is because I've experienced what it was like to be in the dark. So I don't really think there's any quick fixes to this. I think every young man needs to have his heart broken. I think every young man needs to suck until he succeeds. And I think that your early 20s, this is just what I've learned, your early 20s really are batting practice for your future self. So if you're a guy in your early 20s, I think the best thing that you can do is get into a relationship, fall in love, lose yourself in that relationship, and then have your heart broken into a million pieces, because it's going to set you up better for the future. You're going to learn what you want and don't want in relationships. You're going to learn about who you actually are in a relationship. You're going to learn how to navigate the inevitable vicissitudes of a relationship. And then you're going to be better equipped to deal with the feminine later in life. I think that the only reason why I've got to this position, as well as going hard with cold approach, becoming the most fuckable version of myself, is just I've sucked. Like, I spent a long time violently sucking. I think that's the best thing, right? I think heartbreak is the cheat code for life. I think if you're a young guy and you've had your heart broken a couple of times, dude, it really is a blessing in disguise. It's that whole nothing happens to you, everything happens for you. I don't think that we want to become those guys who follow that bullshit red pill dogma. Like, oh, ignore women until you're 35, become a high value guy, make 6 figures, get the penthouse in Malibu, get the Porsche, and then women will be throwing themselves at you. It's like, no, dude, that's not how it works. It's like, if I wanted to be the world's best swimmer, I need to get in the water, I need to do lengths, I need to put the reps in, I need to lose a few races, because that's going to piss me off, and that's going to give me my springboard for tomorrow, and that motivation to succeed. So, dude, don't ignore women for years. Like, if you want to have a top 1% dating life, if you want to attract the women that you want, rather than selling for the ones that you think you can get, dude, just get stuck in. Just get stuck in right now. Do 100 direct call approaches, right? 100 direct call approaches, purely as batting practice, just to get yourself into the game, to show you that there's so many women in this world. Don't just be that guy who's obsessing over one woman. The amount of messages that I get from guys being like, oh, Kristian, I went out, I approached this girl, she's not messaged me back yet. What do I do? What's the next move? Like, there is no next move. The next move is you move on because she's not thinking about you, bro. She's texting some other guy, she's going on dates with some other guy, and she's sleeping with some other guy, and it's not you, right? And that needs to piss you off, and that needs to hurt, because it's like, if it's not you, why is it not you? Because you're just not her best option right now, right? Like, the world's motivated by self-interest. We all just want the best deal for ourselves. So I think that was the biggest dating mistake I made in my early 20s. I was obsessing over one woman. I was accepting the love that I thought I deserved. I didn't rate myself. I didn't like myself. I was operating from a place of self-deprecation rather than from self-adoration. But it's a process, you know, it really is a process. I don't have any like quick fixes for you. It's just, to get through it, you go through it. Exposure therapy. Go out, cold approach girls, get my 2 free online courses. They'll give you everything you need to get started and get results in this space. But I don't know, we're all operating on our own timeline, aren't we? But yeah, I think if there's one thing that I can say to you, just stop obsessing over one woman. This is what cold approach gives us. It gives us that abundance mentality. There's so many women in this world, so many women who we can have incredible cosmic connections with. I don't believe in the one, but I do believe in the notion of soulmates. I believe that there are women who have been put on this earth specifically for us, and part of our masculine journey is to become the man who's ready to receive these women. Does that make sense? So like, the girl who I'm in a relationship, we'll call it, with now, like even a year ago, I would not have been ready to receive this woman because I hadn't yet elevated to become the man that I needed to be. I had to metaphorically crucify that current version of Kristian, that needy, insecure, sniveling mess who just attached himself to one woman because she's shown him a slither of interest. I had to metaphorically crucify that current version of me and become this version of me, right? This carefree, non-needy, I want you but I don't need you type of prospect. And yeah, I don't know, I think that's what it is. I think it's being able to just operate from this place of wholeness rather than from this place of lack. So yeah, I hope that this live stream has found you well. It's a bit of a rant. I just wanted to come outside. I just wanted to come outside and create something because I had this life energy just flowing through me. I was like, yeah, I just want to get outside. I want to get really sweaty in the heart of Bangkok. And like, dude, like this is what it's about. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what it's about. Like, I want you to absorb this freedom from bullshit energy. Yeah, because for a lot of you boys, just coming outside, recording yourself in public, talking loud, tripping over, like that would cause a lot of fear inside of you. And the way you do anything is the way you do everything. That's why you're moving through the world with so much fear. Oh, what are people going to think of me? What's this girl going to think? What if I say the wrong thing and I lose this person? All of that fear is castrating you of your confidence. So in a roundabout way, the things that we always speak about in this channel, just dive bombing into discomfort, doing what scares you on a daily basis, living that freedom from bullshit lifestyle, it will set you on the right course. And the final thing that I'll say is, I'm starting to believe more and more that we can't actually be in love with anybody else. This is a recent epiphanova that I've had. Like, I don't think we can actually be in love with anybody else. I think that we become in love with people because they allow us to experience love, like, for ourselves. So, like, in the past, when I have felt as though I've been in love with a person, I actually think I've been in love with the feeling that they allow me to experience. So I think just doing everything within your power on a daily basis to feel as great in yourself as possible. And then when we enter relationships with the feminine, we can be our full unapologetic self. And if she decides to leave, if for whatever reason the relationship turns to dust, it's like we're okay with that because we've got ourselves, and that's what's important on this process. So yeah, this has been a tirade and expostulation. I'm not sure how much of it's actually practical or if it is at all useful, but I really am creating for an audience of one when I'm doing these live streams. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. And look, I'm sweating my bollocks off. There's rabid dogs walking past me. It's like 38 degrees. That was the step that I recently tripped over. But this is what it's about, dude. Like, this is what it's about. When I tell you, don't be the guy who sleepwalks through life and wakes up when his best years are behind him. Don't be the guy who dies with his music still inside of him. Like, this is the energy. This is why I'm the best in the world at what I do. This is why I get the best client results in the industry. It's because I live and breathe this shit. I practice what I preach. I'm doing this shit every single day. No excuses. No days off. We're just transforming. Radical action, radical action, radical action. And I want the stuff that I preach, I want my energy to rub off on you. You learn through osmosis, and then you become the most fuckable, unstoppable, magnetic version of yourself. I hope all that makes sense. I love you all very much. I've got free courses. You can download them. I'll put the links in the description. Download the free courses, transmute information into implementation. And if you want to work with me personally, there's a link for that below as well. My coaching's really expensive. I don't expect you to buy it. I love you all very much. Stay sexy. Live legendary. Bye. Mwah.